But that basically should be the whole show, because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So Chris, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want!
Okay.
But the first suggestion we are going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
The people what they want!
Give them what they want! Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Styles Clash?
Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament. So
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here!
Have nine shoes. Nine shoes. No shoes.
Right, now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doopa dee dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me super color. Fragilistic XP karaoke dotion.
The crystal of life, which will make us all be able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My god, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I hate everything.
no! But George is my friend! You don't have any friends! Ah! There you go.
I did a little picture of us all earlier. I was doodling a little bit.
Like a virgin.
Oh, I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I've ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv XStreamed champion. Okay, and we are now going to be live. Hello, everyone. Hello.
He's going for it. But that basically should be the whole show, because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So Chris, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want!
Okay.
But the first suggestion we are going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
The people what they want!
Give them what they want! Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Styles Clash?
Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament. So
Hello, Georgie. we're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here.
Habe neine Shoes. Neine Schuhe. Neine Schuhe. No shoes.
Right. Now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doompa dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me super califragilistic XP karaoke dotion.
The crystal of life, which will make us all able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My God, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I hate everything.
No! But George is my friend! You don't have any friends! Ah!
There you go. I did a little picture of us all earlier. Doodling a little bit.
Like a virgin.
Oh, I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I've ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv XStreamed champion. Okay, and we are now going to be live. Hello, everyone. Hello.
He's going for it. But that basically should be the whole show, shouldn't it? Because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So class, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want.
Okay.
But the first suggestion we're going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
The people what they want!
Give them what they want! Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Clash?
Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament. So
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here.
Habe neine Shoes. Neine Schuhe. Neine Schuhe. No shoes.
Right. Now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doompa dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me super califragilistic XP karaoke dotion.
The crystal of life, which will make us all able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My God, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I hate everything.
No! But George is my friend! You don't have any friends! Ah!
There you go. I did a little picture of us all earlier. Doodling a little bit.
Like a virgin.
I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I've ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv XStreamed champion. Okay, and we are now going to be live. Hello, everyone.
Entirely on your suggestions.
So, Class, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want.
Okay.
But the first suggestion we're going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So, audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
The people what they want! Give them what they want!
Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Styles Clash!
Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament. So
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here.
Have a nine shoes. Nine shoes. No shoes.
Right, now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doompa-dee-dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me super califragilistic XP karaoke dosha.
The crystal of life, which will make us all be able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My God, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I hate everything.
No! But George is my friend! You don't have any friends! Ah!
there you go.
I did a little picture of us all earlier. Doodling a little bit.
Like a virgin! I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I've ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv XStreamed champion. Okay, and we are now going to be live. Hello, everyone. He's going for it. But that basically should be the whole show, because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So, Class, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want.
Okay.
But the first suggestion we're going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So, audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
People what they want! Give them what they want!
Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Styles Clash?
Verbatim.
We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament. So
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here.
Have a nine shoes. Nine shoes. Nine shoes. No shoes.
Right. Now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doompa dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me super califragilistic XP karaoke dosha.
The crystal of life, which will make us all be able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My God, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I hate everything.
No! But George is my friend! You don't have any friends! Ah!
There you go. I did a little picture of us all earlier. Doodling a little bit.
Like a virgin!
Oh, I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I've ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv XStreamed champion. Okay, and we are now going to be live. Hello, everyone. Hello.
He's going for it. But that basically should be the whole show, because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So Chris, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want.
Okay.
But the first suggestion we're going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Give people what they want! Give them what they want!
Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Styles Clash?
Verbatim.
We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament. So
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here.
Have a nine shoes. Nine shoes. Nine shoes. No shoes.
Right. Now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doompa dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me super califragilistic XP karaoke dosha.
The crystal of life, which will make us all be able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My God, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I float every day.
No! But George is my friend! You don't have any friends! Ah!
There you go. I did a little picture of us all earlier. Doodling a little bit.
Like a virgin!
Oh, I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I've ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv XStreamed champion. Okay, and we are now going to be live.
He's going for it. But that basically should be the whole show, because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So Chris, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want!
Okay.
The first suggestion we're going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
The people what they want!
Give them what they want! Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Styles Clash?
Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament. So
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here.
Have a nine shoes. Nine shoes. No shoes.
Right, now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doopa dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me super califragilistic XP karaoke dosha.
The crystal of life, which will make us all be able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My God, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I float every day.
No! But George is my friend! You don't have any friends! Ah!
There you go. I did a little picture of us all earlier. Doodling a little bit.
Like a virgin!
Oh, I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I've ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv XStreamed champion. Okay, and we are now going to be live. Hello, everyone. Hello.
He's going for it. But that basically should be the whole show. Because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So Chris, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want.
Okay.
But the first suggestion we're going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
The people what they want!
Give them what they want! Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Styles Clash?
Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament.
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here.
Carbon 9 shoes. 9 shoes. 9 shoes. No shoes.
Right, now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doopa dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me super califragilistic XP karaoke dosha.
The crystal of life, which will make us all be able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My God, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I hate everything.
No! But George is my friend! You don't have any friends! Ah!
There you go.
I did a little picture of us all earlier. I was doodling a little bit.
Like a virgin!
Oh, I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I've ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv XStreamed champion. Okay, and we are now going to be live. Hello, everyone. Hello.
He's going for it. But that basically should be the whole show. Because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So Chris, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want.
Okay.
But the first suggestion we're going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
The people what they want!
Give them what they want! Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Styles Clash?
Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament.
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here.
Carbon 9
Now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doompa-dee-dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me supercalifragilistic XP karaoke dosha.
The crystal of life, which will make us all be able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My God, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I hate everything.
No! But George is my friend! You don't have any friends! Ah!
There you go. I did a little picture of us all earlier. I was doodling a little bit.
Like a virgin!
Oh, I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I've ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv XStreamed champion.
Because it was based on road. Oh, that's true. The idea of 999 is that you can't possibly die by accident.
Okay, and we are now going to be live. Hello, everyone. Hello.
He's going for it. But that basically should be the whole show. Because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So Chris, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want!
Okay.
But the first suggestion we're going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky producing a crocodile.
Okay.
The people what they want! Give them what they want!
Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Styles Clash?
Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament. So
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here.
Father, nine shoes. Nine shoes. No shoes.
Right, now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doompa-dee-dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me supercalifragilistic XP karaoke dosha.
The crystal of life, which will make us all be able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My God, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I hate everything.
No! But George is my friend! You don't have any friends! Ah!
There you go. I did a little picture of us all earlier. I was doodling a little bit.
Like a virgin!
Oh, I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I've ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv XStreamed champion.
Okay. Hello, Dave. Green. Is that better? Are we happy with that?
I can actually make out.
Okay, and we are now going to be live. Hello, everyone.
What kind of water is he going to have from it? He's going for it. But that basically should be the whole show, because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So Chris, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want.
Okay.
But the first suggestion we're going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
The people what they want!
Give them what they want! Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Styles Clash?
Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament. So
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here.
Have a nine shoes. Nine shoes. No shoes.
Right, now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doompa-dee-dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me supercalifragilistic XP karaoke dosha.
The crystal of life, which will make us all be able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My God, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I hate everything.
No! But George is my friend! You don't have any friends! Ah!
There you go. I did a little picture of us all earlier. I was doodling a little bit.
Like a virgin!
Oh, I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I've ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv XStreamed champion. Okay, and we are now going to be live. Hello, everyone.
He's going for it. But that basically should be the whole show, because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So Chris, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want.
Okay.
But the first suggestion we're going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
Give people what they want!
Give them what they want! Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Styles Clash?
Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament. So
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here.
Father, nine shoes. Nine shoes. No shoes.
Right. Now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doompa dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me supercalifragilistic XP karaoke dosha.
The crystal of life, which will make us all be able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My God, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I fruits everything.
No! But George is my friend! You don't have any friends! Ah!
There you go. I did a little picture of us all earlier. I was doodling a little bit.
Like a virgin!
Oh, I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I've ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv XStreamed champion. Okay, and we are now going to be live. Hello, everyone. Hello.
He's going for it. But that basically should be the whole show, because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So Chris, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want!
Okay.
But the first suggestion we're going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
Give people what they want!
Give them what they want! Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Styles Clash?
Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge.
9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Okay, we are now live. Woo! Hello there. So say hello, everyone.
Hello!
Yes,
everyone.
It means that the performers can
hello.
be heard, and hopefully I can be heard. Welcome to the Extreme Improv Extreme Show. Woo! So, everyone out there in internet land, whether you're watching on Facebook, whether you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, Twitter, anywhere else, I think we're actually available on VK in Russia now as a genuine thing. So hello to any Russian friends that may be watching this. But
Russia?
yes, Russia. Are you wanted by the Russians, Michael? Run. Okay, but very quickly.
Not for the
Things
first time.
Always, audience, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you, and we'll need them putting in the comments. And the first thing, as you can see on the screen down there on the suggestion box, is that we need suggestions of an unusual weapon. The first thing we need a suggestion of is the suggestion of an unusual
It's a
weapon.
family show.
No, not really. So, okay, it can be a family show. Depends how what your family is like. But anyway, let's meet the performers tonight. So, my name once again is David Postansky, but let's meet Alan.
Hello, my name's Alan, and I'm determined to make this a family show, assuming the family is that one from Last House on the Left.
Okay, let's hear from Dave.
Hello, I'm Dave, and that's all you really need to know for the moment.
Let's also hear from Michael.
Hi, it's very nice to meet you. Good evening.
Well done. Let's hear from Sarah.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sarah.
And let's hear from Sam.
Hello, everyone. I am Sam.
Hovering exactly where my junk would be if you could see below this screen level. But anyway, I digress. Let's also meet Diz.
Hi, I'm Diz, and now I'm fixated on that last image that David gave us all.
Sorry, guys, sorry. It will linger on your brain
No
and sit there for some time. But last but not least tonight, let's meet Ellie.
Hey, I'm Ellie.
Okay, fantastic. We've got lots of suggestions already coming through from our lovely audience. Let's see what we've got. So Jane says, hey everyone, looking forward to tonight's show. Hopefully it'll be a good one. So an unusual weapon. She also suggests a feather duster. Erica suggests as an unusual weapon, Alan. Ooh.
Wow.
So, exactly.
Existential.
Yeah, okay.
Hey.
Annette on YouTube says a frozen chicken. Andrew on Facebook says a wet towel. Yeah, that's often used as a weapon in locker rooms. Andrew says a protractor from a pencil case. Marie says on YouTube says, hi everyone. Everyone say hello to Marie.
Hi, Marie.
Hi Marie. Daniel says a rubber ducky. Nina says a jam-covered spoon. Kevin says plums. That was obviously inspiration from earlier. So, Sam, you've currently got my plums. And Lydia says a toothbrush. And Marie also says an unusual weapon is a frankfurter. So, oh my gosh, so many good suggestions coming through there. But regardless, we're going to move on to our first game, which is known as Single Syllable Showdown. We're going to play a game of Single Syllable Showdown. There will be 2 performers in this game at any one time. And the way it works is that they can only speak in words of 1 syllable. So, for example, they can say hi, but they cannot say hello. They can say Dave, but they cannot say David. I actually got that modded up with who we call Dave and who we call David. But this is going to be Single Syllable Showdown. And starting us off on it... Oh, hang on a moment. Hold the phone. A new challenger arrives.
Oh, wow. Hi, Ione.
It's Ione.
Oh,
Hello, Ione. How are you doing?
Hey, Michael, long time. Michael.
I love it. So, Ione.
All right, guys,
Ione,
we'll just
Ione.
leave then, shall we?
So, Ione, we are live. Ione, we are live. Da, da, da. Go, Michael.
You're late, Ione. You are late.
Fashionably late.
Oh, I beg your pardon. So sorry.
That's all right. So, Ione, we're about to go straight into a game of Single Syllable Showdown. And starting us off in this will be Alan and Michael. If everyone else can stop their cameras, and then we will do this elimination style. So,
Alan and Michael, you're going to start. Everything you say has to be words of one syllable. If you hesitate for too long, you'll be eliminated. And if you have what we deem to be a circular conversation, you'll be eliminated. So, this is going to be about the unusual weapon that our audience suggested of a wet towel. A wet towel is the inspiration for this scene, and here you go.
There is a wet towel.
Ah.
Can you see it?
No.
Why not?
I am blind. Have been since birth.
Are you deaf as well?
If I were, how would I...
Oh, Alan, you're eliminated from the scene.
Yep.
Can I have someone dive back in? Someone dive back in. Make it a mystery. Who wants in? I'm going to call someone. And we have
Me.
Sarah. Sarah, you're in the scene. Single syllable. Wet towel is the weapon of choice.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Very damp.
Oh, very.
Very.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is a two-syllable word. So, Dave,
So
can you
towel.
join in? Dave Green, you are in the scene.
I'm here.
And here you go.
Can you see the towel?
Why is it not dry, sir?
It is wet. That's why.
I know it is wet. I would like to know why it is wet.
It is wet now and then.
Well, I would like it to be dry. Can you do that for me?
No, I can.
No, you can.
Yes, I can. That's what I meant
Well,
to say.
Can you get a? I struck myself up there. No.
Oh, Sam, can you join in, please?
Hi.
What did you do that for, you arse?
That's rude.
That hurt a lot.
True. It was meant to.
You whipped my bum.
I know.
There is no
bum.
call to whip my bum in here, sir.
Why not?
This is not the place to be whipped, is it?
Yes, it is. A wet towel is just right.
For here, where we change?
Yes, why not?
Can you keep your crap to yourself for a change?
Yourself?
Oh, who?
Okay, Sam, you're out. Let's have Ione in, please. Ione, are you there? Going once. Going twice. She's in.
Hi,
and-
hi.
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 Can you see the towel?
The towel is red.
Yes, that's right.
Will you wipe your bum with it?
No, I won't. Why should I?
It is a good way to clean one's arse.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is. Do it now.
Who told you this?
The man who lives
Oh, I see. That man, was it?
He has a fat head.
True.
And
I
so,
don't like him.
no, he smells.
And he's dead. You know
Will
that.
you wipe his arse with that?
What did you say?
What will you wipe his arse with if he is dead?
Nout.
Are you
I won't do it. What?
Are you
I'm not going to let you use the O trick twice. Gears, come in and join the scene.
I know.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi. Is this your wet rag?
Yes, it is. Do you want it? You
No.
have it.
Why do that to me?
It's yours. Take it. Now, go and leave.
Take it where, Dad?
Where you like.
I am son of you. Why Tao give to me?
Can you not speak more clear than that?
I have speech prob.
I can see that.
Can
this
you?
This cow is yours. Go now. And
what
be
about
gone.
Mom?
What?
What Mom think?
Well, wait, did we have an about there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
so, is there anyone else I've missed? Michael, you're
Ellie.
doing so well. Oh, Ellie, you haven't been in. Ellie, come and join. Ellie, join. Okay.
I thought I got away with that.
No,
Damn it.
Hi.
Hi. That yours?
No, it's yours. Keep.
Mine.
Yes.
I don't want a towel.
It's yours. Take it now.
Do I have to?
Yes. You must.
How much was it?
I don't know.
Didn't you pay?
Didn't. Oh.
Fair.
And we're going to end that one there. If there's someone I've missed out from. Dave, did you have a go? Okay.
I win that.
Point of order, is towel not a two-syllable word?
Well, do you know what?
You, that was
everyone
mine.
said it, so
Yeah.
like, okay, we're going to ignore that fact though. So we're going to move.
First sentence.
Ione is still missing. We have lost.
Did I
Ione.
win that?
Okay, Ione's back.
Michael eliminated
We're
everyone.
going to move on to our next game.
Just before we
And
do that,
audience, you
did
will
I-
have seen that we asked you for a suggestion of a secret shame. So
Did I
we're
win
going
that?
to need a few of these.
Yes.
Yes, Michael, you won
Yes,
that.
yes,
Well
Michael, you
done.
won that.
Yeah.
Quite
One,
convincing.
thanks to the fact that David can't count the number of syllables in the word towel.
Well, anyone else could have pointed that out along the way, but I was willing.
I did. I went
I thought perhaps in the Queen's English it was only one syllable.
Towel.
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 Okay,
Towel.
audience, is towel one syllable or two?
Guys, I think we're
Because
taking this a bit too
fire
seriously. I
is
think we all
one,
need to calm down.
Towel.
The point is I won. That's
Okay, the point is Michael won.
Well done, Michael.
That is the
Well
point.
done,
Okay,
Michael.
we're going to move on. So, I asked the audience, you can put a couple of these, audience, suggestions of a secret shame. Suggestions of a secret shame. Let's see what we've got coming through already. Jane on Twitch says that I eat live frogs. Okay. Andrew on Facebook says, love child of Mr. Blobby. Lydia says, well done, Michael, for winning.
Daily.
Lydia corrects herself because she says, well, don't, Michael, for winning. But she did correct herself. And, okay, so we've got the love child of Mr. Blobby and eating live frogs so far. So that's where we'll begin. We have got the love child of Mr. Blobby. The love child of Mr. Blobby. We're going to move on to our next game, which is going to be a game of verbatim. We're going to go on to a game of verbatim. So, starting us off in this game of verbatim is going to be Dave. So, Dave, you're going to start us off on this game of debatum. We're going to do debatum. Okay, is everyone's like stopping
This
their
is the
camera?
guy who's deciding how many vowels there are in towel, and he can't even say verbatim.
Vowels? I think you mean syllables.
How many
Same
vowels?
thing, isn't it? You count every voiced vowel as a syllable.
Oh, yeah, that might be a way of doing it. Okay, so anyway, Dave, you will go first. You're going to have 30 seconds to perform a dramatic monologue, and your theme is the love child of Mr. Blobby. The love child of Mr. Yeah, no, you can leave it, Michael, because I'm spotlighting the camera. So the love child of Mr. Blobby. Okay, and here you go.
I was born pink with yellow spots all over. The doctors looked at my mother with confusion. They said, "Who is the father?" And my mother, she cried her eyes out. And she had to reveal a secret shame. She had an affair with Mr. Blobby. Yes, Blobby. He's not brought any.
And that is 30 seconds. Thank you there so much, Dave.
My upbringing. So he may be bloody, but he's not that.
Okay, well done there. So, next up, we would like to have Diz. You will now have 30 seconds to recreate Dave's original monologue as precisely as you can. And here you go.
I was born in a hospital, pink, slimy, covered in spots of various and sundry colors. And the doctors looked at my mother, and they said, "What in God's name have you done, woman? Who sired this abomination before God and the Queen?" My mother had to say, "I had it off with Mr. Blobby multiple times."
And that is 30 seconds. Thank you so much there, Diz. Well done. So, in this game of verbatim, we're going to take things on another notch. So, just as Diz had 30 seconds to recreate Dave's original monologue, we're now going to take things over to Michael, who will have 30 seconds to recreate Diz's recreation of Dave's original monologue.
Like a rabbit in the headlights.
It is a rabbit in the headlights. So, Michael, you now have 30 seconds to recreate Diz's recreation of Dave's original monologue. And here you go.
Well, now, Mr. Blobby was something or other about something, and Mr. Blobby had the love child, the secret love child of the other Mr. Blobby, and Mr. Blobby and Mr. Blobby, and something else about love child and something or other, and the hair that kind of breezes up behind me in the breeze. As I was thinking, I should have watched.
And that is 30 seconds! Well done there, Michael. So, audience, in this game of verbatim, as we always do, we're going to take things full circle. So, Dave will now have 30 seconds to recreate. I'm unable to get Michael's camera off. Oh, okay, there you go. Audience, Dave will now have 30 seconds to recreate Michael's recreation of... I forget who went next, of Diz's recreation of his own original monologue. So wait until you've seen Dave's final performance there, but then instantly start voting on who you felt did the best recreation of what came before. If you felt that it was Michael, put Michael. If you feel it was going to be Dave that you're about to see, put Dave. And if you feel it is Diz, then put Diz. But wait until you've seen Dave. I'm going to spotlight his video. And Dave, here you go.
Well, I was in the hospital, and I was born, and I was the love child of a love child of Mr. Blobby, and something else happened, something, and the love child again, the love child, and my hair blowing in the wind like this, everywhere blowing around like this, and love child.
And that is
Mr.
30
Blobby,
seconds.
Mr. Blobby.
Thank you so much there, Dave. Well done. So, audience, as I bring us back to the group view, do let us know, who do you think did the best recreation of what came before? If you felt it was Dave just then put Dave. If you felt it was Michael previously, then put Michael. And if you felt it was Diz much earlier, then put Diz. Whilst we wait for the comments to come through, I will also just let audience know that as soon as you have done voting, we need suggestions of made-up words that don't exist. It is written down there somewhere on the suggestion box. But for now, let's find out. Sarah, who do you think did the best recreation of what came before?
I'm going to go for final version Dave, because it was amazing how he was frozen the entire time but just shouting Mr. Blobby's love child repeatedly.
My phone went that bad that it's not, I'm just frozen all the time.
Sam, who would you give it to?
Well, realistically, with everything that just went on there, I think the only way that we can determine a real winner is to say the person who wasn't concentrated and still managed to get it absolutely dead on. I've got to give it to Michael.
Okay. Ellie, who would you give it to?
I'd give it to Diz. I felt like that was the closest for me. Very well done.
Alan, how would you vote this?
I take Sarah's point that being completely frozen still while shouting Mr. Blobby's love child is probably how that love child was conceived in the first place. I think I'm going to give the points to Diz for actually expanding on the vocabulary of the previous offering rather than just going... So,
Okay.
Harsh.
Okay. Oh, everyone may be frozen all at the same time here, so I'm just going to...
Terror, and you blagging it.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so we've got lots of votes coming through, loads of votes coming through, in fact. So let's just have a look. So we've got we might be able to use some of these suggestions that we had earlier for our previous thing, suggestions that we didn't use, so we'll try and use them. But we've got lots of made-up words coming through. But then we've got a vote here. Annette votes for Dave. Lydia votes for Dave. Jane votes for Dave. Marie on YouTube says Dave. Nina on Facebook says Dave. Kevin says Dave. Michael Tuffnell votes for himself. Ariel 320. I always like it when I see a name like this that I recognise from a previous... Not that I don't recognise other people like Kevin George and Michael Tuffnell voting for himself and Jane Martin and so on and so forth. But when there's like an interesting username and it comes up and I remember how to pronounce it.
Where's Ra?
Ariel voted... Where is Ra? That is the question.
Where's
Where is
Ra?
Ra? Ra, if you're out there, give us a comment. Okay. But let's just see. So Ariel voted for Diz. Andrew voted for Dave. Erica voted for Dave. And Dave, you have overall won it. So well done there, Dave.
Well done, Dave.
Okay, so the next thing we needed here was suggestions of made-up words that don't really exist. We're going to do a couple of these at least. But before we do that, because we had so many good suggestions, we are going to do one more round of verbatim, but we're going to do it slightly different. We are going to do a duologue verbatim. So the way this will work is there will be two performers performing in a 45-second scene, and then it will be repeated 3 times over. So
By different performers.
What, Michael?
But the others. Sorry.
Yeah, so you can take 5, Michael. Don't worry. So let's start off with... I can't even remember who did that last one. So that was Michael, Dave, and Diz. Let's start off with Ione and Sam. You are going to start this off. And so if everyone else kills their camera, let's find out...
I've never done it. What am I doing? I've never done this before.
Okay, so it is basically... Don't worry. It is basically verbatim. But it will be a scene with 2 of you in it. Okay. So, Michael, you can kill your camera any time now. Okay, so Ione and Sam, you are going to do a 45-second scene. And the 45-second scene, using one of the unusual weapons, I think, that we had before. Was it unusual weapon? What was it? No, secret shame. Secret shame. Let's see what the secret shame. So we've got wrestling dressed as an owl from Andrew. Married 5 times without divorce. Oh, that's an interesting one. Yeah, I'm going to take that as the idea. That seems like a spicy one to get us started. So, the theme of your scene, for which you will have 45 seconds, is someone is married 5 times without divorce. Married 5 times without divorce.
My family.
And 45 seconds on the clock. Here you go.
Hey! Can you keep a secret?
No, but tell me anyway.
Well, right. You know a wedding, right?
Yeah.
I've had 5.
5 what?
Weddings. I've had 5 weddings. Yeah.
To who?
Right.
To who?
You know a divorce, yeah?
Yeah.
I've had none.
You're a slag.
Oh no! It's great, isn't it? And one of them do this for a fact.
How do I do that?
Well, this is what you have to do first, right? Is you have to jump into a wrestling ring dressed as an owl, and then you can find your potential suitor in there. Then you just put the question, go and get married, and never ever fall out with them.
No, boy, your costume.
And that is 45 seconds. Well done, guys. So, everyone else can come back. Well done. So, next up, we will have Ellie and Alan. Ellie and Alan, you will be up next. Ellie and Alan, you will have 45 seconds to recreate Sam and Ione's. Michael and Ione, you can kill your cameras. But Ellie and Alan, you will have 45 seconds to recreate Sam and Ione's original duologue as precisely as you can. And here you go.
So you had a secret to tell me?
Yeah, so I've been married. Can you keep a secret?
To me, yes. No, I can't, but tell me anyway.
So, you know how we got married, yeah? Did you know that I've got 5 wives?
5 housewives?
Yeah! Can you believe it?
How? How do I do that?
Well, basically, all you need to do is get dressed up in lots of different suits, and no one will ever know. And do you know what? I've got 0 divorces.
How many divorces?
0 divorces.
And that's the ideal number.
Alan, you wanker.
Seconds. Well done there. So,
what has been Alan? Alan, you're horrible.
In this game of verbatim, as we always do, we're going to take it up another notch. So this time, who is left? Myself and Sarah. We will have 45 seconds to recreate Ellie and Alan's recreation of Sam and Ione's original monologue. And I'll just bring up the timer. 45 seconds. Here we go.
You know I got married?
What? Yeah.
Yeah, and 5 times.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and 0 divorces.
What do you mean? What do you mean 0 divorces?
0 divorces.
What? So you got married 5 times and you had 0 divorces?
Got married 5 times, had 0 divorces.
What? Something about a housewife, and then I scratched my face.
Housewife, scratchy housewife. Yeah. I married a housewife with scrofula.
What? So you married a housewife, and then you got 0 divorces. So what does that mean? You're a slag.
I'm a slag.
Okay, and that is 45 seconds just gone. Okay, I don't think I actually did well for our team there, Sarah. Apologies about that. So we're going to take things full circle. So, not Ellie. Sam and Ione. It's going full circle to you. Sam and Ione, you'll have 45 seconds to recreate mine and Sarah's recreation of Ellie and Alan's recreation of your original duologue. Michael, you can mute your camera. And here you guys will like it, Sam.
Yeah.
Go.
So you've got something to tell me then?
I got married 5 times.
What do you mean you got married 5 times?
5 times, 0 divorces.
What do you mean you got married 5 times with 0 divorces?
I got married 5 times with 0 divorces.
Oh, and then something about housewives, and then I scratched my face. Scratchy, scratchy, scratchy.
Yeah. 5 divorces, 0 thingies. 5 marriages.
I'm not sure you've got that the right way round.
Scratchy, scratchy face.
Yeah. So that means you're a slag. You're a slag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is 45 seconds. Well done there. So, audience, it is now over to you. Who do you think did the best recreation of what came before? If you felt it was Sam and Ione just then, put Sam and Ione. If you felt it was Sarah and David, put Sarah and David. If you felt it was Ellie and Alan, then put Ellie and Alan. So, whilst... Sorry, I don't know who just spoke.
But everyone gave me a hard time for passing over the autonomy to Ellie like a modern-day feminist would. And I'm also the only person who the only male who didn't use the word slag. So how come I'm the one who got ripped in?
They woke. They woke.
I don't know.
Oh, hello.
So, audience, do put in the votes. If you felt that the best recreation came from Ione and Sam, put Ione and Sam. If you felt that it was Sarah and David, put Sarah and David. If you felt that it was Ellie and Alan, put Ellie and Alan. So, normally I would ask people, and we will ask Michael, who do you think did the best recreation?
Sam.
Sam and Ione. That is a vote for Sam and Ione. I do have a little bit of a lag issue myself, so I might be missing some of these answers. Dave, who do you think did the best recreation?
I think just for the little role reversal, I think I'll give the
Okay, and Diz, who would you give this to?
I think for your commitment to the fact that you couldn't remember pretty much any of it, I'm going to give it to you and Sarah.
No, I could not remember. The problem was, I was thrown the curveball by Alan because he did the role reversal thing. I wasn't sure who I was meant to be watching. And then I kind of didn't watch anyone. So, okay, we're going to see what the audience said.
Poor Alan. Yo.
Right, let's see what the audience have said. So we've got lots
I
of votes coming
apologise for being
through.
the only player here in the 21st century.
Okay. So, Annette says Sam. Annette has voted for Sam. Kevin says Sam and Ione. So that's 1.5 votes, basically. Ione, you didn't get the first vote. Then Julie says Sam and Iona.
That's an island in Scotland.
Yeah, so
I'll take that.
Ione, you've only technically got 1 vote, but Sam, you have 3.
Yes!
So, Jane says Sam and Ione. Haribo1995 HH on YouTube says Sam and Ione. Annette says Sam and Ione. Nina says Sam and Ione. Joe on Facebook says Sam and Ione. Marie on YouTube says Sam and Ione. Lydia says Sam and Ione.
Wow.
Ariel on Twitch says Sam Ione. Oh, it's combined it. You've got like the new Samione. I like it. Okay, Andrew Marshall says Sam and Ione. Erica says Alan and Ellie because she called him a wanker, and that's true.
That's nice that we've got 1 vote from somebody who isn't a fucking transphobe.
Okay, and then Peter says Ellie and Alan, so you get a 2nd vote there, Alan.
Thank you.
Oh, God.
But undisputed. Right, Sarah, basically I blame you. Right, I'm joking. We didn't get a single vote. Okay, but Sam and Ione, you undisputedly won that game. Okay, we're going to move on to our next challenge. And our next challenge is going to be for Diz and is going to be for Sarah. Diz and Sarah, you are going to do this, and it is what is known as a definition battle. So you are going to have a definition battle. And the way a definition battle works is you are each going to have the chance to define a made-up nonsense word from our audience. You're each going to have the chance to define a made-up nonsense word which our audience have suggested. And we do have lots of suggestions of made-up nonsense words. Joe even says metrical. Metrical is a good word. Nipple Wench says Kevin George, but we all know what one of those is. But we're going to go with metrical. So, to begin with, Diz, can you tell us what does metrical mean?
Yeah, I thought it was supposed to be a made-up word. Metrical is actually a word that we use here in America a lot. It means something that's brought over from Europe, and it's only measured using the metric system. So no one here ever buys it. No one here ever uses it because we don't use the metric system here. But metrical just simply is something that we attach to something that comes from Europe and can only be bought in kilograms or by the gram or by the meter, the centimeter, the decimeter, any of those things. You can't get it by the pound or the foot or the ton. So that's metrical. It's an American word, and it's simply saying how much we hate Europe.
Okay, thank you, Diz. I think that makes things pretty clear. But hang on a moment, Sarah. Now, I might be wrong, but you're European. And
I am European, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know about it in America, but metrical over here, I think, has a very different. Yeah. Why don't you tell us a little something about metrical?
Okay. Metrical is electrical. Metrical is sexual. Yes, metrical is a way of measuring electrical sexual objects, force fields and dynamics, and it's something we do in Europe because we're very, very open-minded and we like ways of measuring things in saunas or spas or other European destinations where such things are needed to be measured. So, for example, if you're a particularly long and sexy person, we are going to need to measure you with our special metrical devices. They come in all sorts of shapes and sizes, but essentially they're very, very long. And that's a metrical device. You can buy them in Aldi, sometimes in the middle aisle, along with kind of ham and beef products and things like that. But only in Europe, not in America, because they just don't know what they are there. They get the definition really, really wrong.
Okay, thank you so much, Sarah. So, audience, you have just heard two different definitions of metrical. As Sarah was just saying, it's to measure someone's electrical energy or something or other. Or, as Diz was saying, it's something to do with the metric system. I just noticed Dave is wearing a Super Mario t-shirt, and that's always worth noting as well. But, audience, who do you think had the correct definition of metrical? If you felt it was Sarah, put Sarah. If you felt it was Diz, put Diz. Whilst we wait for those votes to come through, let's hear, first of all, Ione, who do you think had the correct definition of metrical?
Well, I was taken in by the very long with Sarah. So I'm off to Aldi tomorrow to look for this very long metrical thing, Sarah. So Sarah,
find it.
Yeah,
okay.
I'll look for it.
Fantastic. And Ellie, who do you think had the correct definition of metrical?
Sarah as well, because I love anything sexual that's mentioned. It's not a family show.
It is not a family show. Okay, so Michael, who would you vote for here?
Well, whilst we've been speaking, I've been onto the Aldi website already to see if they've got any of these objects, and it looks like they are selling out. But, you know, I'm going to go with that. I don't really think the Americans are as anti-metric as has been suggested, I'm afraid.
Okay, let me just interrupt there. Audience, whilst you are still voting, as soon as you have done voting, there is something new in the suggestion box. So as soon as you've done voting, we will need suggestions of well-known characters and their hang-ups. We need suggestions of well-known characters and their hang-ups. But whilst we get the votes coming through, and you're still going to put in those suggestions for us, Alan, who would you vote for there? Who had the correct definition of metrical?
Yeah, well, throughout that, I couldn't shake the feeling that metrical was a real word. And it is, and it means relating to measurement. So Diz was absolutely spot on. I have to give enormous points to Sarah for claiming that sex measurements were wholly a European thing, when of course Dr. John Kellogg of America is probably the guy who first came up with them. So, I mean, for sheer bullshit, I've got to give it to Sarah. Great work.
Okay, fantastic. Let's find out what our audience have voted. So lots of votes have come through. And Ariel says Sarah, and she's given, or he, Ariel, I don't know if what that name is, male or female. We're not going to make an assumption here, but they have spelt Sarah in 2 different ways, just to be certain. With an H and without an H. And Marie has voted for Diz. Andrew has voted for Diz. Daniel has voted for Sarah, as Joe has also voted for Sarah. Karma Carson. No, hang on. Karma Carson. I don't know what your name is. Right, on Twitch has voted for Diz, and Lydia has voted for Diz on YouTube. Andrew has voted for Sarah. Kevin George voted for Sarah. Jane Martin says Sarah. I must go to Aldi now. Okay, so I think that is just about tipped towards Sarah. You have won that round. Well done. But we're going to use
to come to England now.
Another made-up word, because we're going to have another one of these rounds. And having our next made-up word round is going to be Ellie and Dave. Ellie and Dave. You are each going to get a chance to define a word. Ellie and Dave. Okay. So let's have a look what word we've got. Okay, so we've got lots of made-up words that we haven't used earlier. And let's find out what nipple wench did actually mean. We didn't get to use stinkle drip, but we will find out what nipple wench means. Michael, you can kill your camera anytime. Anytime, Michael, anytime. Okay. Nipple wench, rather. So, Dave, you're a bit of a nipple wench at heart, aren't you? Why don't you tell the good people how you would use this word? And here you go.
Well, the fact that you've said that already, David, you know that my reputation on this subject precedes me when it comes to the nipple wench. So the nipple wench goes back to Gregorian times, and or indeed the area where Gregorian monks are from. And it's a time of Gregorian chant. The Gregorian monks have a very distinctive chant sort of range, and the nipple wench is the highest pitch Gregorian chant note they can actually get, to the point where the local village has a certain district of certain people, and they are colloquially known as the wenches, and the high notes that come from the chants that go across the village from the Gregorian monks, that basically is the highest note, to the point where their nipples will vibrate to the point where they will be able to cut through glass, which is what a lot of the wenches do. They are glass cutters, and they shape lots of various glass structures in the village, and create great art with it. So that is the nipple wench.
Wow, Dave, I am shocked that you would try and deceive the worldwide public like this, because that is certainly not the way that I had heard nipple wench. Alan, do you have something to add on the matter?
I'm shocked.
We're not quite done yet, Alan. Alan just wants to hear this. But Ellie is going to tell us about nipple wench now, because she's going to, in fact, tell Alan all about it, because he has particular interest in this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, actually,
go for it,
I
Ellie.
think it's only me and you, David, that learnt this at school, it seems. Because it's left out of a lot of history curriculum, but it's still paramount to our history. Because as we all know, there was wenches in taverns, side to side beer, did a little bell tickle, whatever you want to call it. But these wenches were extra. These were the nipple wenches. They were an added bonus. So you could tip them an extra shilling, extra dime, extra woohoo, and they could give you a nipple teasing fun. Okay, and that they don't tell you this at school, because the boys, they get a little bit carried away. Wench, prostitute, fine, nipple wench, another level here. So basically, they were women who were a little bit down and dirty, who you could pay them a shilling to lick your nipple. It's in the title.
There you go. So, nipple wench. And having the fact that Ellie and I went to the same drama school, I can confirm that is something that often came up in class.
Crispin taught us that, yeah.
Exactly. Shout out to Crispin.
Woo,
Okay.
Crispin Aaron.
Okay, so audience, despite what Drama Studio London may have polluted mine and Ellie's mind with, do you believe that Ellie had the correct answer? Or do you believe that Dave was on the money here? Put your votes, either Ellie or Dave, into the comments section. But let's find out what Sarah thought. Who do you think had the correct definition of nipple wench?
I think Ellie was just really convincing. I believed every word she said.
Okay,
Thanks,
yeah.
yeah.
So let's also find out what Diz believed.
Oh yeah, I think that jives with the secret history texts from England that have been smuggled over here to America. I think Ellie was spot on.
Okay, interesting stuff. We'll hear a couple more thoughts. Alan, you had particular interest in this word, hence why you had to come in and just make your presence felt. Who do you believe here?
Only a real student of the period would have known that the 3 primary English coins were the shilling, the dime, and the woohoo!
Okay, fantastic. Let's find out what our audience have voted for. So, Ariel is taking no chances here. So Ariel has voted Ellie, spell E-double-L-I. Ellie, spelt E-L-L-I-E. Ellie spelt E-L-L-Y. Ellie spelt E-L-Y. And Ellie spelt E-double-L-double-E. Wow. Well done. Well done, Ariel. So that is at least one vote for Ellie there. Kevin says Ellie's
It would
definition...
have been a lot easier just to put not Dave.
Yeah. The amount of times I've heard that phrase. But
That's
anyway.
saying, don't rub it in.
Yeah. That haunts us, Dave, doesn't it? Okay, Kevin has written, Ellie's definition has popped an image in my mind now. Will Annette perform this later, I wonder? Sam, do you have any thoughts on that? Okay.
I think that my dad should put down the drink and stop commenting.
Wow.
Okay.
That's a vote for me, though.
Definitely
It is.
don't want.
Kevin says Ellie wins. Peter O'Sullivan says Ellie. Jane on Facebook says Dave. Joe says Dave. Marie says Dave. Daniel says Ellie. It's all tied up at 3 apiece. Lydia says Dave. Nina says Dave. Julie on Facebook says Dave. Annette says Ellie. So that is 5-4. 5-4. And Dave Gowland on Facebook says Evening David. So I don't know who that is, so I'm guessing you
I
know
know who that is.
Okay.
No help.
Right, it's not any help. Any more votes coming through? Okay. Daniel says, I now think Kevin wins. So that's just for your benefit there, Sam. So we're going to put it down to a 5 count. 5, 4, 3,
you, Dave.
2, 1. And that means, Dave, you have won it. Well done there. Well done indeed. So, audience, I did ask you for lots of suggestions of well-known characters and their hang-ups. And I've just noticed I misspelt characters, but never mind that. But well-known characters and their hang-ups. We're going to need lots of these, because we're going to move on to our next challenge, which is going to be an extreme monologue. We're going to do an extreme monologue. And the way this works, everyone in the audience, is that each of us is going to get an opportunity to perform a monologue, and we have the rules that we are not allowed to repeat any words whatsoever. We are also not allowed to hesitate, which we count as an extended pause, or saying non-words such as or nipple wench, in fact. But let's see who we've got, and who shall we have go first? Oh, I've just killed everyone on the stream. Are we still live? Are we still live? Did I just kill everyone on the stream? No, we're back.
There's a lag, so I don't know.
There
Okay.
was a lag. I accidentally just put to close everything down, but luckily I got it I got it up in time. So, let's have a quick look. So we're going to start with Ione. You will go first. I'm going to spotlight your video. So you're going to attempt to perform this monologue for as long as you can without stopping. If any of the other performers notice that you have broken the rules of repeating any words whatsoever or saying non-words such as or or an extended pause, then all you have to do is shout freeze. But let's find out who you are going to be as your character. Okay, so you are going to be Leonardo DiCaprio and that bloody door in Titanic. And this is as suggested by Andrew Whittington on Facebook. So you are Leonardo DiCaprio and that bloody door in Titanic. You're not allowed to repeat any words whatsoever. You are also not allowed to hesitate. And here you go.
Oh, why does it always have to happen to me?
2, repetition of 2.
Oh, repetition of 2 at 8 seconds.
2 happened to me.
Have to happen to me, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
Yeah,
dear.
well done, Sam, yeah.
9
So good
seconds.
together earlier.
I know, babes. Went downhill. I
Okay.
need you, Sam.
I think you're about to get your first divorce.
No!
Okay, so next up we're going to come to Michael. Michael, you will go next. Audience, keep putting suggestions of well-known characters and their hang-ups. Well-known characters and their hang-ups. So, Michael, you are going to be Donald Trump, and your hang-up is China. Donald Trump, and your hang-up is China. So, let's have a look, and here you go.
Well, because I'm really thick and stupid and ignorant
And repetition of and, 4 seconds. 4 seconds, Michael. So,
And.
so we have lots of ands in there. So next up, we're going to come to Alan. Alan, you will be next. I'm going to find a character for you. And the character for you this time is going to be Del Boy with a hang-up about the cost of cigars. Del Boy with a hang-up about the cost of cigars. And here you go.
Monstre, je t'aime avec le nez d'anton. I don't speak French. Cigars come from Havana. Or, in my case, Liechtenstein. Nevertheless, pricing themselves right out of the market. Could get a suitcase full of those. Quid. Down Hyde Park. Tell me that's not a deal. You can't. Because I'm the king.
I.
Oh no, incorrect challenge. I and I'm.
Sorry.
I and I'm. I
Yeah,
and
fine.
I'm. Okay, Alan, we're going to restart the timer, so I'll do a little bit of arithmetic after this, and here you go.
Rodney Plonker cigarettes all time. Twat. Boise.
Freeze!
Rolls
Oh, why is the challenge there?
Too slow. It's all
No, that is not a correct challenge. Incorrect challenge again.
Doing great.
He's doing well. Keep going, Alan.
Boise, Rolls Royce, ashtray, Gitan, French shit.
French.
Yes.
He said, I do not speak French early on.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you,
Oh,
yes.
wow.
Yes,
Round,
we're
round
up.
of applause, though, for
He's
Alan.
won already, Alan.
That was very good. That
Thank
was
you, guys.
epic.
Come
Okay,
on, been
so...
practicing outside of hours.
Slow read.
Okay, so... That was 1 minute 10 seconds.
Whoa.
1
Yes.
minute 10.
Winner.
Alan. So we're going to have an uphill
Arsenal
battle to try
best.
and beat this. So next up, let's have Dave. Dave, you will be up next.
I like that,
And let's
Dave.
find out who you'll be. You're
Ain't
going
no
to
chance.
be Batman, and your hang-up is sleeping upside down. Batman sleeping upside down. And here you go.
I'm Batman, sleeping upside down. It's a real problem. My head
can't get onto the real deal.
Real.
The real world.
Real problem, real deal. Yeah, 20 seconds.
Of all the words.
Ah, close, but not close enough. Okay, just
wasn't
50
really that
seconds
close, was
out.
it?
50 seconds out there. But we've got an uphill battle. Sarah, you will go next. Audience, keep putting suggestions of characters because I'll make sure that we've got enough. And let's see, who are you? We have got Karl Marx, Spotty Socks. You are Karl Marx. Your hang-up is Spotty Socks. And here you go.
One of the main problems with Spotty Sock is the repetition of the.
Oh, repetition of the. 8 seconds. 8 seconds, Sarah. 8 seconds. So, Sarah, you have 8 seconds. Okay, I will go next. Can someone suggest a character for me?
Can't say anything.
Helen Keller.
Helen Keller. Wait, is that actually been suggested?
No. George Clooney hates how he looks. There's one.
George Clooney hates how he looks.
Yeah.
Okay. And here...
Are you not going to do Helen Keller?
No, I'm not. Right, I'm George Clooney. I hate how I look. And here I go. Well, people voted me the sexiest man on the planet Earth. Oh, shit! Right, okay, so I'm out. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Oh, I had this whole bit as well. I had this whole bit where I was going to be doing about Oceans 10, 11, 12, and just kept going. And I just missed my opportunity. Okay, so... I wouldn't have said the word Oceans, Al.
Oceans 10,
Right,
Oceans
okay.
11.
Ellie, you will be up next.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Okay, so let's find a character for you.
Helen Keller.
We've got Shrek, annoyed about a stain on the carpet, as suggested by Peter on Facebook. So you are Shrek.
My boyfriend. Great.
Okay, and here you go.
Oh no! The stain on carpet, donkey! Ah! What's to do? Me.
Vacuum. Dust. Poo. Who knows?
Freeze.
Freeze. 27 seconds on the clock. What's the challenge?
Yeah, repetition of. Oh!
Okay. Incorrect challenge. Incorrect challenge.
I don't know where I was anymore!
Okay, and here you go.
Shake! Vac! Lost accent. I'll give up.
Okay, and a little bit of a suicide there on the game. So, who haven't we had?
What did I get in the end?
Sam, you had 36 seconds, so that's second place thus
bad,
far.
actually.
Sam, you will go next. And let's find a character for you, Sam. And the character suggested for you here is... You are... going to be... Okay, you're going to have a little bit of the Dave medicine put to you. You're going to be Tinkerbell. And your hang-up is Wendy. So you are going to be Tinkerbell, and your hang-up is Wendy. And here you go.
That stupid woman keeps taking my man, and I will not have it anymore. Peter Pan took this lady to Neverland. Now he wants to take her.
Oh, sorry, repetition. Take.
20 seconds. Take.
Takes and take.
Oh, incorrect
No,
challenge.
he wanted to take my lady to Neverland.
Yes.
So I let him take her. It was two takes.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Correct
Sam.
challenge.
I tried to cheat, whatever.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Nice try,
6,
son.
7, 8. Who hasn't been? Who hasn't been?
Don't think I
Diz, you'll go last. Okay. Let's have a look. You are Doris Day, and it says Doris Day is a nipple wench. Doris Day is a nipple wench. And here,
By whose definition?
that is Kevin George's. So
No, like which mine or Dave's definition?
that's up to Diz. Here you go.
True.
For those of you that don't know, Rock Hudson was a nipple witch.
Please, hesitation.
No, I'm going to say incorrect challenge there. 11 seconds.
I think that was pause for laughter.
I think that was actually lag. So Diz, and here you go.
Begin with the word secretly. Secretly, everyone in Hollywood knew about this, but
hesitation.
13 seconds.
Oh, got me there.
Well done there. So let's go back onto the group view. Well done there. Well done. So Alan, you far and away won that round. So well done there. Well done.
Luke, thanks, guys.
Okay, we are going to move on to our next game. We perhaps use some of these other characters when we come up to our finale game, but for now we're going to try something brand new. We're going to try, well, I say it's brand new, it's not really brand new, it's brand new for us. And I'm going to choose 2 people to do this. I am going to choose Ione, and I am going to choose Dave. Ione and Dave, you are going to do this. And what we're going to do here is a game of audience charades. Audience charades. I'm going to do I'll come up with a new name for this when it works better. But the way it works is this is a game mainly for the audience, in fact. So an audience member will be the person that wins this, but our performers will have bragging rights at the end of it. I am going to send a private message to each of our performers, and it will tell them what they have to be doing the charades of. And just to give you a audience clue, it's going to be a film. I'm going to send each of Dave and Ione the name of a different film each. They're each going to get the name of a different film, and then we're going to leave their cameras on, but we're going to mute their audio, and they are going to mime it or perform it or do anything they can. You're not allowed to write it down and show it up to the camera, though. That's the only thing. Right. And then audience, you will be the ones playing this game. It will be up to you to write into the comments as soon as you have figured out or have a guess at what the film is that either Ione or Dave is portraying. They are each going to do a different film. So we're going to see who is able to give you the clues fastest, and in that sense, Ione or Dave will win. So, I'm just going to come onto our chat here. And actually, I'm not sure, it may be possible for the Zoom to see the chat, so I need to do this in a secret way somehow. So let me just check. Can
you should be able to send a message to individual people.
I know, but okay, I'm gonna have to do something crafty here. I'm gonna have to move the chat off the screen. So I'm gonna get these guys, and if I'm able to, oops, I can't move it. Okay, so I'm gonna send it to these guys on Facebook. Guys, are you able to see on Facebook?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the slight technical thing which I had to work out. I'm going to send now Ione and Dave the name of a film each on Facebook. Do not say them out loud, and in a moment we're going to mute your audio. I will keep telling the audience so they know what they have to be doing, have to do. But then, audience, you will have to guess as quickly as you can from the clues, from the physicality and everything that these guys do, what the film that each of them is miming is. Okay? So, Ione, I am sending you a private message. Ione, do not read it out loud. Okay? And Dave, I am going to send you a private message. Okay, so Dave, your private message will be coming through right now. Okay? So, they each have their messages. Ione, have you seen your message?
No, I haven't. I
Well,
can't. I don't think I can because I'm on.
Well, I've just explained this. Right, okay, my whole plan has just gone wrong. Okay, Ione, I need to find a way of doing this. The panic is on me. The panic is on me.
You could send me a message on here. I can see it.
I can send it on there, but then the audience may be able to see it, and the whole point is the audience have to guess.
Why don't you just mime what it is to Ione?
Okay, so this is where the technology has failed me. I should have pre-arranged this with you guys. Okay, I'm going to send a message to Ione, but I know that you audience will be able to see it. What do I do? Ione, you're not playing this game anymore. Has anyone else got a phone? Sam, do you have a phone?
Yes, Sam.
Yeah, I've got.
Okay, Sam, I'm going to send you a message. Ione, we thank you for your contribution, but technology has made me panic, so you've been eliminated. Sam, I'm about to send you a message. Oh my god. Right, okay. So, Sam, I'm sending you the same message. Have you got it?
I have.
Okay. Ione, I do apologise. If you could kill your camera. So, in a moment, audience, I'm going to keep narrating, but I am going to mute Dave and I'm going to mute Sam. So, Sam, you are now muted. Dave, you are now muted. Audience, I'm going to give a countdown from 5, and these guys are going to begin miming something to give you clues to a film that they are miming, that they are using any creativity they can to give you the clues of what the film is that they are trying to get you to guess. Whichever audience member guesses correctly first wins. And here you go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, audience, I will continue to do the oh, hang on, I'm just going to close down the chat window. Close down the chat. Close down the chat. Let's close down the participant view. Okay, so can't get the chat to go away, actually. There we go. So, okay, Kevin says, is Sam doing The Hobbit? No, he is not. Sam is not doing The Hobbit. Okay, there will be a slight time delay and a bit of a lag, so you need to guess what these guys are doing. They're each trying to mime a movie to give you an indication of a movie. It is up to the audience to guess. And Kevin George has guessed The Godfather. Kevin, who are you guessing does The Godfather? Keely says, Kill My Guns. Andrew says The Godfather. You need to tell us who you are guessing. 2 people have guessed The Godfather. First person could... Okay, so Ariel has said Dave, The Godfather. And Dave is doing The Godfather. So Ariel, technically you win because you gave a correct guess, not only of the film, but of who is doing it. So, well done there, but well done to everyone else who got it right. We also have... we're going to do another one of these now that we've finally got it going. But first I'm going to check. Can other people give me a wave if you can access Messenger? Sarah, can you access Messenger?
Yeah.
Ellie, you can.
Yeah.
Michael, you can. Excellent. Alan, can you?
I think so.
Okay, so let's have Sarah and Ellie. Sarah and Ellie. I'm going to each send you the name of a film. We're going to do another one of these. Sarah and Ellie. So, Ellie, I'm going to message you the name of a film. Okay, the name of the film I'm messaging to you, Ellie. And here it comes.
Probably haven't watched it.
Oh dear, this may be problematic.
I've not seen Die Hard. I had to improvise a bit.
Oh, is that what it was?
Okay, so yeah, Sam's was Die Hard. I need to make sure I tell the audience as well. Ellie, you've received a message. Sarah, I'm about to message you. Sarah, you're about to get your
I'm glad
message.
to learn it was Die Hard because I thought it was Death of a Salesman.
Okay, Sarah, yours is...
Ooh, that's hard, David.
No, it's not, Ellie.
Yes,
Right.
it is.
Okay, hang on,
That
guys.
is not the way that conversation usually goes.
That's soft, David.
Right, anyway, so in a moment I'm going to mute my camera and I'm going to mute you guys as well. So Ellie, you are muted, and Sarah, you are muted. Okay, I'm going to stop my camera, and they are each going to be miming a different film. Make sure when you try and guess who is doing what film, you write the name of the performer and the film that you're guessing. Here they go. So, audience, once again, these guys are both trying to mime the name of a film so that you can figure out what it is that they are trying to give you a clue towards. So they're going to do their best impressions, acting, recreations in mime, anything you want. So it's basically just up to you, audience, to guess what it is they are doing. So we are just waiting for the votes, not the votes, the guesses to come through. So let's just have a look here. We've got no more guesses coming through just yet. Andrea guessed Fight Club for Sam in the last game, though. So Andrew has now guessed. He's the first guest to come through on YouTube, and he guesses that Ellie is doing The Hangover. Unfortunately, Andrew, that is an incorrect guess. Ellie is not doing The Hangover. We'll see what other guesses anyone's got. Joe has guessed Finding Nemo as being performed by Sarah. It is not Finding Nemo. Kevin George also guesses, is Sarah doing Jaws? Sarah is not doing Jaws. Keely says it's Frozen. I don't know if she's talking about the stream or if she's talking about the movie. Ariel 320 guesses that Ellie is doing Oliver. There is nothing quite correct. Jane guesses that Sarah is doing Finding Nemo, which is also not correct. Performers, you need to try and give some bigger clues. Try and make it super obvious. Anyone else? Right, okay. So they're going to keep trying. We're going to give it another 30 seconds. Keely says The Grinch, Ellie, and that is correct. Ellie is doing The Grinch.
Yes,
Lydia also says, Ellie, The Grinch You Stole Christmas. And Keely says that it was the screen was frozen. Well done. So there was obviously something in the physicality. We managed to guess that Ellie, you were doing...
I've never seen it, guys.
You've never seen Armageddon? Oh, and Sarah was doing Armageddon.
That's pointing at my arm.
What was Sarah's movie?
Armageddon.
Okay, Annette guesses. Annette
I assume it's got death in it, right?
Okay.
That's horrible, Sarah. Horrible.
Okay, hang
You
on.
only just got the Grinch. Took a while.
Okay, so Keely says OMG and a row of hearts. Yes, Keely, you won that game. Well done. You guessed correctly first. But also well
Thanks,
done
Keely.
to Lydia, who also
needed
guessed
you.
it. And Marie, who also guessed it. But Keely got in there first. Okay, Kevin says, is Ellie doing Debbie Does Dallas? No, she was not. Right. Andrew guessed that Sarah was doing Deer Hunter. And Keely says, I won. But we're going to move on to our next challenge. In fact, this is going to be our final challenge, guys. Our final challenge. Well, we could do one more. Audience, we're going to need the suggestion of a profession because we're going to do a dance-off. Let's do a dance-off. We are going to do a dance-off. So, audience, I haven't put it into the suggestion box, but we need a suggestion of a profession.
Oh, Ellie, you've not been watching recently, have you? I've not been watching.
Okay.
So,
a profession, guys. I'm going to put it into the...
I've got my low-angle camera ready.
Sam, all of you got the right locations. I'm basically sat in the recycling bin. I'm not joking. Look.
What's going on? Right. Okay, audience. Whilst you're suggesting professions, I'm just going to give you the quick reminder that this is the Improv XStreamed show. And we are going to be back tomorrow night, 8:30. Let us know in the comments, do you like the new start time of 8:30? Some people want to do it a bit earlier, some people want it later. 8:30 seems to meet people halfway. We are also, I can announce, going to be having a matinee show on Friday at 12 p.m. There will be a matinee show at 12 p.m. on Friday. Okay. So, we've got lots of things coming through. Let's just have a look. So, I just need to check. Everyone may have frozen. Let's just have a quick, whilst we wait to see if I get people back. I'll just see if... Okay, so we're just going to see there's a little bit of lag issues that I'm getting, which should translate onto the stream. Okay, so we are having a little bit of...
as well.
Oh, it's because Dave's about to die.
Yeah, Dave is about to dance, and it's going to cause everything to freeze. Okay, so audience, bear with us, hold with us. We're going to try and get things going again. We've got lots of lag happening here, so I'm not getting anything. So it's not that the stream is going laggy, it's that Zoom is going laggy. So we're just going to wait for Zoom to come back to us. I think that you should still be able to see me, world out there. So I'm going to read out some of your suggestions.
I don't think it can because it says broadcast interrupted.
I think Sam's one.
Okay. Restream. It's Restream. Restream has gone down. Restream has gone down, guys.
Oh,
Shit. Okay. Let's figure this out. So.
You're gonna get sweat patches. Calm down.
Are they shattered now?
So Restream has gone down. Let's just see if. Okay, the stream is still going, so we're just having to wait for Restream. The stream is still going. Let's.
I was gonna say it's still frozen.
Okay, so let's.
They can't hear us though.
They can hear us.
Can you?
Yeah, I was just doing watch the YouTube bit. They can hear us. We are sort of getting back, so we are recovering.
Okay. So I've got that Facebook
How
is
bizarre.
online. Twitch is says it is sending data.
That's on
Facebook's
Facebook.
online. Twitter is online. YouTube is having an issue. Mixer is online. But Facebook is still good. It's YouTube where we're having an issue.
Facebook's definitely not good because I'm watching it now.
Facebook and Twitch have gone off. I don't know what to suggest, guys.
Well, I'm doing my best moves here.
Sam,
Okay.
would you chill out? Who's going to wait for the main
problem is with
leave the
Restream.
foreplay?
I was going to dance.
Wait for the main event.
So, audience, what I can suggest is...
If people can hear us and not see us,
Yes,
maybe let's...
navigate over to facebook.com
Okay,
/extreme improv.
The only ones that move, David, you're moving perfectly fine. Ellie's now moving as well.
He's not,
Everyone else
not
is-
on mine.
Yeah,
I'm not
I'm not
getting
YouTube soon is.
I'm not assuming it's a third-party app problem.
It is. It's going to be Restream that's gone down.
Yeah, this is fine
Well,
for me.
if
I
we're
can see
waiting
everyone.
for something to reboot itself or whatever, why don't we play audio-only game and then do the...
Okay, we're going to play an audio-only dance-off.
got
Right,
16
Alan, I
viewers,
like your
so-
attitude here. We're going to do an audio-only
Do a rap-off.
dance-off. Right.
I can pant with the best.
Okay, okay, let's improvise, guys. We're going to improvise. So we're going to do a game of horoscopes.
Improvise!
Yeah, we're going to play a game of horoscopes. So if they can hear us but not see us, then I'm going to take the suggestions, and each of us is going to take the turn to predict a horoscope. So we're going to predict a horoscope for one of the different birth signs out there. Alan, you're going to go first. Okay, so let's hear, because I've also, just so everyone knows, you need to re-suggest the professions if you were suggesting them, because they've not come back through. So, I've got some of them come through on Twitch, but we're just seeing if we're back in the room at all. But, Alan, I would like you to tell the horoscope for today. Let's keep this concise, but we're winging it here. So, tell the horoscope for Tauruses. Tell everyone out there who is a Taurus their horoscope.
Taurus is, of course, the bull, and you are strong-headed, strong-hearted, loyal,